It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille.
Now let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all know it's Nas, yo. Then a whole lot of only describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for wifey. Thug girl who fly and talk so nicely. Put her in the coupe so she can feel the night.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. We'll see the defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look to start the season. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, you look at these teams, evenly matched, similar capabilities. That makes for exciting games. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Jabari Parker is out there with Greg Monroe. And it's Carter Williams in at the guard position.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And George kicks to Turner. Middleton against Allen. Fades. That misses off the backboard. Pacers didn't have the year they wanted to last season. That jam!
Beautiful. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Hill has the open look. No good with the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And a fast break now for the Pacers.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Here's Parker after the made shot from Monte Ellis. 5 on the clock. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on George.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So, Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting him. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
Now, here's Ellis. Launches a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, I think that was clearly a 4. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. To the inside. Turner with the steal. And now Ellis running the floor all by himself. And it's good.
They worked hard and created great chances for themselves. In this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Down low. Outside for Carter Williams. Stolen by George. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by Hill. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Indiana.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
So it's the Pacers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. They get it back. Outside for George. And it's George again missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here is Hill. At the elbow, it's Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And, guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Parker. That one a little long.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Here's Monroe. Excellent D there from Allen.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now, here is George. Ellis, the pass to Turner. Hill drives in. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
From the low block. And Turner with the block. Parker left side. George against Antetokounmpo. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson checked in for Monroe. Mayo comes in for Antetokounmpo. Vasquez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter Williams.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the ring with the dunk like that. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Bucks have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. He misses the free throw. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking him down today.
Mayo with it. Mahimi on him. Back to Mayo. 2 on the clock. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers lead by 6. Let's take it. And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say,
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And, you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Vasquez out there with Jared Bayless, and it's Mayo in at the small forward. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
It's Hill on the wing. Rebounded by the Bucks. Now the Bucks moving it up. Bayless leading the charge. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. George Hill's checked in for Hill. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Parker. Out to Stuckey. Hill a screen on Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. On its way from Stuckey for 2. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now Bayless. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Henson. Hill pulls it in. Indiana leading by 4. Shoots from 12. Indiana again missing. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Henson kicks to Mayo. Down low. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Mayo. Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the game. Hill drives in. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Plenty of space. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The 3 ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
Here's Bayless, and it's all evened up. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
You know, going back to Giannis, he has the physical makeup and skill set to be a triple-double guy. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to fulfill his potential except consistency. That's the area he's got to tighten up.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Lavoy Allen comes in for Jordan Hill. George is checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Ellison for Rodney Stuckey.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Carter Williams. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And talking about Giannis, he was clearly one of the very best players in that 2013 draft. Selected number 15 overall by the Bucks. And if you looking back, to me, that's what we'd have to call a steal with the kind of player he's developed into.
Ellis dishes to Allen. The baseline J. And he hits the jump shot. Now it's a 4-point Indiana lead.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Carter Williams, the pass to Antetokounmpo. No good. So the Pacers will take it the other way.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the paint. It's tipped. Turner with the steal. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Everyone knows about the Paul George injury from last year and how it affected the Pacers. He said almost the entire season, and there was no doubt they missed it.
Yeah, and when George came back, Kevin, the Pacers got hot, but they had to put him on a minutes limit. And it wasn't just George, though. The team as a whole had a lot of injuries during the course of the season.
The Bucks making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Bucks trail by 6. Carter Williams with it. And Middleton kicks to Carter Williams. And it's sent back by Hill. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. From deep, Ellis. Rebound by Monroe.
And, you know, as you said, the Pacers did have problems with injuries. The team roster missed 219 games due to injury. So compare that to the 69 games missed by the Pacers in 2014. Big difference.
The drive by Hill. That's good.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And really, guys, the most telling part of the Pacers' injury troubles was this. Had to use 15 different starting lineups over the course of the season. Just hard to stay consistent and competitive when you are always replacing an injured player in the lineup.
Monroe dishes to Carter Williams. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Bucks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. We talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
4 on the shot clock. Monroe, the pass to Carter Williams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hill. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 3 assists in the game.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Poke loose. And here we go. George heading to the hoop.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points.
And that concludes the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal, and Indiana did not hesitate to set the pace. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team would love to have, 10-2 off the tip. They ended up leading by